Kohberger's defense has submitted a theory of an alternate perpetrator in the murder of 4 University of Idaho students in 2022. Now they have to justify its admissibility to the court in what our legal expert says might prove a complicated process.
Alternate perpetrator is kind of the idea that somebody else did it, right? When you're looking at a case as a defense attorney, you can go through reasonable doubt as your defense, kind of two separate ways when you're saying somebody else did it. One of them is much stronger than the other one, right? One of the options is, my client didn't do this. The other option is, somebody else did this.
The former, Black says, is a theory of reasonable doubt, taking the position that there isn't enough evidence to prove someone's case, while the latter a theory of innocence, placing the blame definitively on another person. Which of the two the defense has submitted is unclear for now, but one thing that is certain, Black says, is that either way, they'll have to justify its admissibility to the judge and remain transparent with the prosecution.
You might have some evidence that shows somebody else did that, but there's a weighing test where you have to go through whether it's probative. Probative means like helpful, right, evidence. And if that probative value is outweighed by the evidence being confusing or misleading to the jury, the judge can cut that evidence out, so you can't bring it in.
As for why this issue is coming up so late in the pretrial proceedings, Black said the defense is under no obligation to be hasty about submissions like these.
Is that this type of stuff, you don't have to tell the other side as a defense attorney exactly what you're going to present as far as your theory. As far as discovery goes, if you want to use that in your side of the trial, you have to give it to the other side ahead of time. And so it sounds like in this case, the defense attorneys have turned over some evidence to the state, and the state said, wait, it looks like they might be trying to present this defense. We want to stop them from doing that. And that's where the court now apparently is saying that this defense attorneys need to come forward and give them a proffer, which is, here's the evidence we have, and this is why it supports the alternative perpetrator defense.
The actual substance of the alternative perpetrator argument the defense plans to present remains sealed at this time, with multiple hearings scheduled for June should the defense present sufficient evidence.
Now, Kohberger is set to go on trial for first-degree murder in Ada County on August 11th. He's accused of killing these 4 friends: Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves, in a Moscow home just off the UI campus in November 2022.